Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. It's State of Play NFL Week 6. Scudder West, I'm Papa West.
What's going on, everybody?
We back, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we had an interesting week last week. That was wow.
Very interesting.
And we must say NFL was unpredictable, and we had a lot of fun. But we saw some things that we're not used to seeing, and we saw some things that we're surprised about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get right to the first thing right away. Kansas City having a lead with under 2 minutes left, and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes let the game go away and get away from them. Defensively, whatever you're going to call it, they did not take care of business. And they actually let the Jacksonville Jaguars come down and score a touchdown, run it in the end zone, of all things, from Trevor Lawrence, and win the game. Unbelievable.
It was crazy. Very crazy.
And we knew that Jacksonville was going to play good, because they've been playing good this whole season.
Yeah.
But Kansas City should have won the game, and they usually win games like that. They usually don't let you come back like that, especially that situation. So that lets us know there's still a few things wrong with Kansas City. They got to tinker with.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
So
you got work to do.
With that being surprised, okay, yeah, that's surprising to me, somewhat stunning. But let's give Jaguars a lot of credit. They played well, and you know Trevor Lawrence, he got everything online. They got to make sure he's not a bust. He got to play well this year. I'm just saying, got to pay this man a lot of money. And this what is his second, third coach?
Yeah, I think he's the third coach.
Yeah, he's on the third coach, whatever. So obviously they got something to do with ownership, but still he has to make it work.
Yeah. I was gonna also say, what a surprising upset, man, with the Patriots, man, going into Buffalo, man.
That was
beat them on Sunday night.
That was an upset.
I didn't see that coming.
No. That was upset. No one's seen it coming. But we can say it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
They know each other.
Yeah.
We just didn't know that Drake May had it in him like that. That was like his coming out party. Yeah. Because he beat a solid playoff team at their house.
At their house, prime time.
So
for everybody.
So the defense had a lot to do with it. The defense, because you know that turnover.
Defense played great.
That turnover about Mr. Superman, you know I call him Superman, Mr. Josh, when he right in the red zone, what was on the 7-yard line through the interception?
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was a turning point in the game, really was. But also what we got to realize about that game, what is it? They were not able to stop him running to his right, and then the receivers going to the right on the sideline, using it the out of bounds as a defender, and then they couldn't get to him. He kept making play after play like that. Yeah. I said the defensive coordinator could not see that. He did it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4. I said, what? How many times he gonna do it? And you didn't pick up on it. What is it, like 6, 7 times?
Yeah, they came after him the whole game.
You know, and then there was pass rush and they flushed him. Yeah. But he still ran to his right and completed the ball. And then Diggs had at homecoming, he had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
Diggs had, and you know, he probably knows something about Buffalo's defense. He might have told the coaches how to do a few things, tinker. I'm sure he probably did. Yeah. But that has nothing to do with Drake May playing like an all-pro.
I agree.
He played like all-pro.
I think he played incredible.
That was something special.
I agree.
Because I didn't expect that out of him.
No, me neither.
Because we've seen flashes, right?
Yeah.
But he put it all together.
You never saw it all together.
He put it all together. Yeah.
But also, you know, the week started off very interesting with the 49ers with their convincing upset win against the Rams at the very end.
Yes.
And that overtime.
Yes.
I mean, you know, in my opinion, the Rams should have won the game.
Yes, we both
I think this is more about the Rams losing more than the 49ers winning, because we know who the 49ers are.
We do.
You know, they play solid defense. They got a decent offense. I think Brock Purdy is a solid quarterback in this league. He's not playing right now. Mac Jones, a former starter, a guy went to the playoffs.
They're the walk-in wounded.
Yeah, a guy that has potential, but he needs adjustment. And I feel like the 49ers are giving him the adjustment that he needs.
I agree.
And like I said, man, it still got a little bit of luck to do with it. But at the same time, I'm gonna respect the 49ers. That was a great win.
They've been in every game. They lost a game. They lost a game to the Jaguars. But I agree with you. Even though Kyle Shanahan is showing us that he's a really great coach. He's working what he got on the table, and he's been a quarterback whisperer with Matt. Yeah. With Matt, because we didn't really think that much of him. Let's be honest, we didn't think that much of him. But he's doing a great job. We got to give it to him. And the defense is playing above them heads.
They look good.
And they don't got Debo, McCaffrey doing his thing, whatever. And all these no-name receivers catching the ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But he's right. With all of that being said, the Rams still gave up the game. They still played well enough to win. They still played well enough.
There was a few key mistakes that were made that I mean, like I said, I don't want to say they just lost the game because they didn't just lose the game. There was a few mistakes. Things happen. Mm-hmm. But again, I don't think that this loss by the Rams will be indicative of how their season is going to go. They're a solid team. I think they're still going to win the NFC West. And I think they're going to be really dangerous in the playoffs. Definitely.
I agree.
Definitely. And then also I wanted to mention before we get into our Week 6 picks, both of our teams with some really good wins. Of course, the Broncos with the more impressive win, coming back down 14, beating the champs in their house.
Upset special.
That's the kind of game that you can build character.
Yeah, that's a signature win.
Yeah, and that game can build Bo Nix. And I think that was a very, very impressive win. As far as the Cowboys, as you guys know, Pops wanted to go against them last week.
I did say just upset him.
That's okay.
Because of the defense.
It's okay.
But in any case, I did.
It's all right.
I did take a chance.
The Cowboys went out there, man. They played with some real balls. Great offense, like we've been playing for the entire season. And yeah, we know our defense is our low point. They are our Achilles heel, if you will. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like we're playing better defense as the weeks go by. We're stopping the run. Everybody ain't just throwing the ball crazy on us like that. And I think that if we can get enough stops, because we ain't going to get a lot of stops. But
a little bit better against the Jets.
Yeah,
a little bit better.
Yeah, if we can get enough stops like we did against the Jets and continue to play this type of ball that we're playing right now, once we get our offensive guard back, once we get CeeDee Lamb back, like I said from week 1, I think our Cowboys can still win, squeeze out 9 or 10 games, and we can be a sneaky wild card this year. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that.
I agree.
All the Cowboy fans out there, but you got to be realistic, guys. This defense is bad, okay? And we go against offenses like Washington and like Philly again, and other teams that we're going to see like the Broncos later on this season, the Chargers. These guys play real offense and got real quarterbacks, and they got real defenses. And that's where the problem becomes. Because if they can play just as good offense as you can play and way better defense than you, they're probably going to win the game. But with all that being said, I'm proud of my boys.
I agree.
I'm proud of my boys this week. We had a real tough road win. We on the road again this week.
But, on the road again.
But I just want to shout out my boys for having a great week, man. And shout out my early MVP this year is my man Dak Prescott, man. I'm rooting for him, man.
He's looking like MVP.
The boy look good,
He really does.
Boy look good.
I gotta give it to him.
And what you gotta say about your Broncos?
Well, obviously I picked Philadelphia to defeat us, and I thought they would. But they surprised me, and they played very good defense, and they was able to control the game in the second half.
Right.
And they got pressure on Jalen Hurts, and they stopped the run, which is what you got to do. And they did that doing Bo Nix, made me proud of him, because I'm have some problems with supporting him all the time, because I'm not seeing him like I want him to function all through 4 quarters. It's like up and down, up and down. But he played well enough to win, and so let's follow up again with this week with another win.
Right.
How about that?
No, I agree. Yeah. All right, y'all. So first on the docket, man, Thursday night, baby. We got the defending champs on a short week. They are at the New York Giants.
Ooh-wee.
Now, this is one of those games, guys. Like my dad always says, man. Divisional opponents. They know you. You're familiar.
True.
You can't surprise them.
Yes.
Even though they had a rough week last week, I like what I'm seeing out of Jackson Dart, man. He seems to have that makeup of an NFL quarterback. He's fearless. He's gonna go out there and play his game.
Yes.
I believe he's coachable.
Yes.
And I think that's gonna be really good for him going forward.
Correct.
Right? You're at home. Both teams are on a short week, and this is what makes that game a little more equal than it would be if say it was on Sunday or Monday night. Both teams had the same amount of time of practice.
True.
Both teams coming off a loss.
True.
And both teams need to win.
Well, they do, but the 49ers the Philadelphia Eagles can stand in that loss. They only be 4-2. But they need to stay.
I don't totally disagree with that statement.
They can stand.
But my only issue with that is that they're in the NFC now that they're gonna have to be chasing. They're gonna be chasing the Lions. They're gonna be chasing the Commanders. They're gonna be chasing the Buccaneers.
Well, they're still in front of the Commanders right now.
I understand. I understand that. But what I'm saying is,
if
JD just came back.
JD healthy, that's the real JD we just saw. So
JD just came back, and y'all saw what he did against the damn Chargers.
Yes.
We ain't gotta speak on it because we already saw it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you're right. They can afford to lose the game, but they need to win it.
But they got players like
the NFC game.
No matter.
In the division, they need to win this game.
I agree.
But with all that being said, y'all, the Giants have been playing some decent defense, which is surprising.
If it wasn't for those turnovers against New Orleans, I think they would have beat.
No, seriously,
I think so.
They playing some decent defense.
Yeah, I think they would.
And like I said, I believe in Jackson Dart. We already know what the defense in Philadelphia brings. We know what the offense in Philadelphia brings. But ultimately, I think it's going to be a bounce back game for the Eagles. I don't see a blowout. But I do see them winning the game, pretty decisively. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles in this game, and I'm gonna go with a score of 31-21.
That's a high scoring affair. Very high scoring affair. I'm gonna go with Philadelphia also, and I think Philadelphia probably can win 27-17. And I think that the Giants are going to cause a few problems.
Yeah.
And I think Jackson Dawkins, he's at home, and he's going to really be kind of special. The fans really motivate him and everything. So I think that it should be an entertaining game. And as long as Philadelphia don't turn the ball over, they're going to win the game. If they turn the ball over, that young, exciting quarterback and the defense do a little pass rush, they could upset Philadelphia. But as of right now, we got to go with Philadelphia.
Got to go with Philly.
27-17.
Got to go with Philly. Got you. Next on the docket, y'all, we got Papa West, the Denver Broncos, playing the New York Jets. This one is going to be live. I'm forgetting from where. Let me get it right, y'all. Broncos at the versus the Jets in London.
London, yeah.
Early morning game.
Yeah.
What you think, big dog? What you think?
Well, if my Denver Broncos is worth their salt, and that win against Philadelphia wasn't a fluke, and they don't have a letdown after winning a signature win, the Jets are tailor-made for a sandwich. They should be able to eat. They should be able to eat. I'm just saying, they should be able to eat. So I'm thinking it shouldn't be too much to be said about it. It's kind of the same thing with Philadelphia. If Denver don't turn the ball over, meaning 2 interceptions, a fumble, whatever, I just don't think the Jets got the weapons to stop and to beat them. So even if it's a close game, at the end of the day, Denver find a way to win the game. But I think they'll win by probably a touchdown and a field goal. So by 10. So I'm going to take the Denver Broncos to score probably 28 points, and they'll probably give up, some cheap points late in the game with that defense holding them down. I'm going to say 2016 Denver over the Jets.
I pretty much see the exact same thing, y'all. I see the Broncos going out there and pretty much dominating them. I don't see a blowout per se, depending on what you look at a blowout to be. But I agree with the big dog. I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos on this one. Let's say 23-14.
That's a little closer. It's by 9. But
Yeah.
okay.
Like I said, it might get some points later in the game. It don't even matter. But
Well, the reason I'm thinking it would be that low is that'll be 37 altogether.
Right.
Because I think Denver Broncos will score a few more points. That's the only reason I think I said 28, 16.
Yeah, they
So I
might.
think it'd be over 40.
they might.
So yeah.
All right, y'all. Next on the docket, we got this is a very interesting game. Week 6, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this is very interesting to me, and the reason why it's interesting to me is because I kind of feel like we look at the same team. We look at two teams with decent defenses that are playing better than we
You know
expected.
what? That's true.
We're looking at two quarterbacks that got a lot to prove, that are talented quarterbacks.
That's true.
That are talented quarterbacks, but have had a lot of misfortunes.
They have some issues.
Right?
Yeah.
Great pieces around these quarterbacks
That's also true.
that can help them win the game.
Also true.
And I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but I'm feeling something about these Jaguars, man. I ain't saying they're gonna win no Super Bowl or nothing. But what I am saying is they look really, really good, and I think they might win that division.
They playing with swag.
I think it's gonna be them and the Colts.
They playing with swag.
Right now, it's them and the Colts.
Defensively, they're playing with swag.
Yeah.
Although the Colts already beat them already.
That's true. The Colts look good.
But the Colts is really solid. But Jacksonville is playing very, very solid.
Yeah, they're playing solid. So I expect the Colts. The Jaguars to play some really good defense. I expect the Seahawks to play some good defense, but I also expect both teams to play some decent offense. So I see this in like a mini shootout. And,
I agree with that.
And I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars at home, and I like the Jaguars 27-20.
But I recently, before we came on, they said there might be some injuries with Jacksonville. I forgot who maybe hurt, may not start or whatever. But if the injury report is intact and the persons that they said hurt start, I forget who it was, but if they start, I mean, from what I saw last week, just only last week, Seattle at home gave up too many points for me. I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Although Seattle's been playing very solid besides that game against Tampa Bay. So I think Jacksonville will be able to move the ball against them too. They're going to be at home. Because if they can move the ball against Kansas City, they're going to be able to move the ball against Seattle. Let's be honest. I'm talking about Jacksonville. Because they moved the ball against Kansas City defense. So they're going to be able to move the ball against Seattle. So I'm thinking it'll be a mini shootout like you said. I'm going to give the Jacksonville Jaguars an edge because they're at home. They're playing with confidence. They're playing with swag. The defense playing with an attitude. As long as Trevor Lawrence don't turn the ball over, I can see Jacksonville winning this game probably 27-24.
Okay, all right. Next on the docket, everybody, we got the Los Angeles Chargers on the road at the Miami Dolphins.
Well, this would be a really easy win, a really easy pick for the Chargers if they didn't have these problems. The offensive line, the main guy out, and then the other guy, I forget his name, they said he might be out too on the left hand side. I'm like, well, damn, those are his main blockers. So he gonna have to get the ball out his hands very quickly. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, boom, ball out. So he gonna have to play a really quick game. I think they should go no huddle. That's my opinion, but I'm not the coach for them. I think they should go no huddle. If he don't have nobody block for him that are all pro, he should just go no huddle. Like most of the game. Miami is wishy-washy.
Very.
They wishy-washy.
Very.
So we like, really? I mean, last week they got up on the Panthers, was it 17-3 or 17-6?
Something like that.
And they lost. They lost the game. So the one thing about the Chargers, even though they looked bad in that second half against the Washington Commanders, they did. They kind of just fell apart. They did. But usually they're physical. They play with toughness. They usually don't turn the ball over. They play good field position. They make their field goals. So I'm thinking they'll probably bounce back against a Miami that's wishy-washy.
Right.
That the Miami team probably might be in the game because there's some injuries to the Chargers. To keep them in the game because of injuries, not because they're better than the Chargers, but because of injuries. But I think they'll stay in the game, you know. But I think the Chargers will bounce back and be physical and run the ball against them. And then, like I said, they're going to devise some type of offense. So, I call him the boy wonder. He had more time to throw the ball, and they'll put pass rush on him. But he'll be able to throw the ball in time and then run the ball, and then they play good defense. And so I think they'll keep the score down. So I think the Chargers will get out of there in Miami with a, I'm going to say 24 to 19 over Miami. It'll be closer because of their injuries. But I think they'll find a way to score. So Chargers 24, Miami 19.
I mean, I pretty much agree with everything you said. You know, like I said, Miami is very iffy. You just never know what they're going to do or what Miami team you're going to get.
Yes.
And I feel like the Chargers need this game. They do got a lot of injuries, and those injuries do mount up. But this is one of those things where I don't think that Miami have enough dogs for the fight.
I agree.
And I think even if it's a close game, the Chargers still will pull it out.
Yes.
So the way I look at it, man, it'd be a decent game. But I'm going to go with the Chargers, man. I'm going to go with the Chargers 23-17.
A win by you said 23-16? 17. So they'll win by, what's that, 4?
Or 6, right?
Wait a minute, hold on. No, that's 6. They won by 6. 2 field goals.
Yeah.
Okay, that's close.
Something like
that's
that.
close. That's pretty close.
Yeah. Next on the docket, y'all, we got the Los Angeles Rams, and they at the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is one of those things where I know me and my dad are both disappointed because, God, we wanted to see Lamar Jackson in his full strength against this Ram team. This would have been a great game.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, Cooper Rush is playing. And with that being said, with the Rams bouncing off not a bad, but a loss that was crucial for the division and for the NFC in their house on national television, okay? They done had some more time to rest, and they're going to take out all their aggressions on the Ravens. So, unfortunately, Baltimore fans,
I agree.
Y'all should do what Kendrick Lamar say, turn your TV off, because the Rams is about to give it to y'all.
Turn your TV off. That's right.
I don't really, I like the Ravens, man, so I don't want to be rude, and I don't want to.
We miss Action Jackson.
We do miss Action Jackson. That's our boy. We love him. Get well soon, man. Get well, bro. But man, the Rams gonna smack y'all, man. And I'm gonna be fair. Because I think it might be a little worse, but I'm gonna be fair. And I'm gonna go with the Rams 31-17.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Trying to be fair.
Unfortunately, Action Jackson can't play defense.
Nope.
And he just can't play defense. The defense is atrocious. I mean, this Baltimore fans, look, it's eye test. You can see it on TV.
I don't know this Baltimore at all.
The defense is atrocious.
They are familiar.
And it started off atrocious in week 1 against Buffalo.
Sure
we thought that was aberration, but it wasn't aberration.
Nope, that's what it is.
So, but anyway, yeah, they just got beat down by the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans owed them an ass whooping too, because the way they beat them last year on Christmas. I agree. So Houston said, "This is our payback." But you didn't play Lamar Jackson though. You played the Baltimore team that did not have the Lamar Jackson. Let's be honest. You didn't have Action Jackson back then. So that might have been a whole different situation. But that being said, you did what you had to do. You beat him, whatever. So the defense looked really bad. Cooper Rush, a journeyman. He's a journeyman.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry needed to take over, but obviously Derrick Henry is at the stage in his career. He need a good passing game.
Yeah.
Tight end, and then so they're gonna put 8 men in the box and slow him down.
Exactly.
So with that being said, we've seen this before by a Scott McVay coach team, the Rams. He come off a game that he should have won and lost, and come and bounce back next week and play very well. The team just bounced back good. He's done it time and time after again. He refocused, got to get him focused, and he got the players to do it. And plus, Baltimore's tailor-made for them. It's like a Christmas gift. So we're gonna take the Rams to win. I'm gonna say 30-21, only because I think they got a little bit more time to work with Cooper Rush, and they'll probably implement a few things, and they want to give a better performance against their home fans.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be embarrassed like that again.
Yeah, that was
so
bad
I think they'll play better, but the defense is like atrocious. So the only thing you can do is play better on offense. So I'm saying they'll put on a better performance and try to be competitive, but at the end of the day, when they get late in the third quarter, going to fourth quarter, the Rams will take over, and they'll be dominant. They'll run the ball, be physical, play defense, and they'll win 30-21.
Okay, I mean, hey, I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that. Next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Indianapolis Colts. So, what you think?
Well, this would be a sexy pick if we knew Kyler Murray was going to start, and also they had Connor out for the season, that really nasty injury. The other guy that brought in there, he was running the bar pretty good last week, but it's something wrong with the Cardinals team organically. They don't seem to hold leads when they get a lead, and then something is going on between Harrison and Kyler Murray. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they need to live in a house together, go in each other's house and spend the night, and go to the club, the strip club. They need to do something. They need to get together and be boys. Just hang out, just be boys. And just don't think about football for a while. Just be men and just be cool with each other. And then go back and practice and throw the ball to each other, and then go back to the team and practice together. Something needs to go on. Maybe they need to get therapy together. Put them in therapy. But it's too much talent between the two of them for them not to be effective. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So with that being said, they said Kyler Murray is day-to-day. He may start, but they said it looks like he's going to start. So the thing about it is, because of the running game and the defense is up and down. Arizona defense played good in the first half. In the second half, they lay down. So I don't know what defense we're going to get with Arizona. So the Colts are playing like they want to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, and they want to win that division. I'm just saying.
They look solid.
And it seemed like they said, all we just needed was a quarterback. And guess what? Daniel Jones went back in time and found the fountain of youth. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's playing like an all-pro. He's completing the ball down the field. He's not turning the ball over.
I mean, very accurate.
And he's making good decisions. It seems like every decision he's making is the right decision. Mm-hmm. And then he got Jonathan Taylor running like somebody owed him money.
Yeah, that boy is no joke.
I mean, he running like somebody owed him money.
And we knew since Wisconsin, we knew he was no joke.
Man,
that boy is no joke.
And then they playing complementary defense. The defense is playing.
Defense is playing very solidly.
So the team is solid. It's like anything that you want, you can get from them right now.
Yeah.
And that game they lost against the Rams, they probably should have beat the Rams. I'm just saying.
They all beat them.
So
in their house.
Yes.
It was
so I'm gonna say this. I mean, I don't. We know that Arizona has played the Colts historically good in the past because I saw the trends, but this particular Colt team seems to be a little special in 2025. And unless they turn the ball over, they gonna beat Arizona. They gonna beat them probably handily. Unless they turn the ball over, they gonna beat their hand. So I'm gonna say it like this here. No turnovers by the Colts. I'm gonna say 31-17.
Okay.
31-17 Colts.
Hey y'all. Big Dog pretty much said it all for y'all, man. I ain't even gotta say it again. I gotta agree with him with everything he said, and especially if Kyler Murray is day to day. That's very
if skeptical. He don't start, it's gonna be worse.
Very skeptical. I don't like that.
It's gonna be worse.
And because of that, I'm gonna have to go with the Colts in that one, man. And I say a similar score. I'll say 31-24.
Did you say 31-24?
Yeah, I think the Cardinals
31-24.
If Kyler Murray gonna start,
that means only by 7.
They gonna score
only by 7.
They gonna score some touchdowns.
I don't think they can stay within 7, but we'll see.
Well, they probably won't, but they're still gonna lose no matter what. The bottom line is they're gonna lose.
If they stay within 7, that means it's gonna be a competitive game.
I think it will. I think if Kyler is starting,
that's one possession.
If Kyler is starting, I think he will be a competitive game. Okay. I still think he's gonna be that competitive. But I think
if they lose by a touchdown, even that's a lot. That's one score game.
But that depends on when they score them points. Like it could be garbage time.
Oh, that's true.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Now you know what? It could be garbage time.
We'll see.
That's true.
But I'm going with the coach. Just like Pops. And so far, ladies and gentlemen, we agree on every game so far. So watch out. Now, next on the docket, we got them boys, baby. The Dallas Cowboys. We
Dallas Cowboy Nation.
The Carolina Panthers. And
the Cowboy Nation.
The Cowboys gonna win. That's it. The Panthers suck. No, but let me be more serious. The Panthers are a very interesting team. Right
Sneaky.
now. Because it's obvious that Bryce Young belongs in the league.
Yes.
He's showing you that whatever you thought of him last year, the year before, that shit over with.
I'm proud of him.
I'm proud of him too. The man playing hard football. He buckled down. He studied film. He practiced. He became a better quarterback.
He did that.
Now, the problem that the Panthers are going to have is, what are you going to do with your good quarterback? Or you going to build around him and make him, not make him, but build around him and give him help that he needs so y'all can be a better team?
That would be
or let that
special.
man go to somebody else's team and be good with somebody else?
We'll love it.
So it's almost like you got a girl, you love her so much. So do you want to love this girl and treat her right and marry her? Or watch the next man take her and marry her?
Yeah. No, we don't want that. We don't want that.
Don't let the next dude get your girl, man.
Don't do
okay?
that.
That's Bryce Young. Bryce Young is a good girl. You better keep her.
That's bad.
I don't want to call him a girl, but y'all know by analogy, he's the prize.
Brutal.
And y'all should act like it.
Yes.
But all that being said, I do think it's going to be a very competitive game. The Panthers are playing a lot better defense than I ever expected.
They are.
It ain't great, but it ain't bad. And
they're holding their own.
And they hold their own.
Yeah.
But with that being said, you got the Cowboys who have become the number one offense in this league. And like I said earlier,
surprisingly, they are.
Surprisingly, it is surprising.
Yeah.
But it's a great surprise for us Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
And like I stated earlier, this ain't no D-riding. This ain't being a homer. This is the truth. Dak Prescott is actually playing like an MVP.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't see that, then you don't know football. The man playing out of his mind right now.
Just like
no interceptions. Not one interception, okay?
Wait, you sure?
I believe he got no interceptions. Or we know he got one.
No, I think he got one or two.
Okay, I might be wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the man got one. He got one or two interceptions.
And Green Bay.
He has one or two interceptions.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 passing touchdowns and a couple rushing touchdowns. And 5 weeks to play.
He's leading the league in rushing. I'm sorry, in passing, and I think touchdown passing.
He either first or second.
In yardage.
But the bottom line, what I'm saying, guys, is the man playing at an MVP level.
He is.
And I do believe that my Cowboys gonna keep it rolling for another week. I think we're gonna go in Carolina and get them a hard game, and we're gonna pull it out. It will not be a blowout. Carolina will give us their best, and it will be a good game. But at the end, I like my boys, and I'm gonna go Dallas. I'm gonna go Dallas 27-21.
Okay, I can see that happening, and I want to take Dallas, but I'm gonna disagree with you just on this one. Go to West.
Haven't you learned enough from last week?
I'm gonna
you can't go against my guys every week, man.
I'm gonna go against them this week for 3 reasons. First of all, I want to take Dallas because of the offense, and I like the way Dak is playing, moving the ball. I like the way actually you're running the ball pretty decent too. I'm still not comfortable with that Dallas defense. And what I liked about the Panthers, their defense seemed to be able to stop the run when they need to in the second half. And I like the way that young quarterback is. This is his 3rd year now from out of Alabama.
Bryce, yeah.
This is 3rd year. Okay, I like the way he's moving the ball. He's making good decisions. They're running the ball well, and they're at home. They seem to get energy from their crowd at home, and I can see Dallas winning the game. But I just think something tells me because the Panthers got a little bit better defense than Dallas. That's what I'm picking them for, because of the defense is better than Dallas defense. And so all that means to me is Dallas ordinarily will move the ball down the field and score it, as much as they need to. I think the Panthers will get a couple of stops when needed, probably a couple stops in the second quarter, maybe in the third and the fourth, and then Bryce Young will probably go down the field and score a touchdown or two, maybe a field goal touchdown. And I think they'll snatch one from Dallas late in the game where Dallas is going to be driving down the field and they might get a turnover or something or stop them from getting the first down to get down to the score. So I'm going to take the Panthers as my upset special. I know I did it last week and beat the brakes off the Jets. but I'm going to take the Panthers in upset special and probably a middle range score, not high score, not low. I'm going to take the Panthers probably 27-24 of Dallas.
Okay. I just want to give you a little pushback. Because one thing you said I'm not understanding. Now, you said that they play better defense than Dallas, which you know that's very obvious.
Yeah.
But doesn't the Jets play better defense than Dallas?
No.
Oh, no. Hold on now. For what the stats say, the Jets play better defense. The Packers play better defense. We score 40 on them.
Let's just stay
the Giants play better defense. We score 40 on them. So I'm just saying.
Well, wait a minute. Let's go back to the Jets. That's the last game.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I just think that when you bring up defense, that's not a good argument for Carolina. Because we've seen better defenses and score more points against them. But that's all I got to say. You go with the Panthers, I respect it. I just feel like their defense ain't that good. I don't think it's that good.
Okay.
I don't think it's better or worse.
Okay, wait. I think as of the last 2 weeks, the Panthers defense is better than the Jets. Now, as far as the Giants, we saw they was impersonating a good defense. They really was. And Green Bay fooled us too. The way Dallas went through, they cut through their defense. They fooled us too. We don't think the defense that good. So when you bring up the Giants and Green Bay, and then you want to talk about the Jets, I mean, there could be an argument. There actually could be an argument that the Panthers are either playing the same as those defenses or better at the last couple of weeks. There could be an argument. I'm just saying. If you look at the score, look at the box scores, and look at box score, how many points they given versus those other teams. I'm gonna say this: Dallas can very well win the game because of their momentum and they got a groove going on. But like I said, their defense is a little bit more softer. I think Panthers are better to move the ball on them.
Right.
And as long as Bryce don't turn the ball over and their defense gets some stops on Dallas, and they're at home, I'm giving them a home field advantage. Too, because if this game was playing in Dallas, it would be no question I'm taking Dallas. I'm just saying that. I'm just letting you know that. But since they're there, and I saw how they came back against Miami, I saw how they played the week before that. I mean, look, they you know, didn't they beat Atlanta 30-0?
They did.
Okay, which is incredible.
It was.
We still talking about that, but anyway, I'm just saying.
That was
I think this
impressive.
I think this is going to be an entertaining game because Dallas going to move the ball, and so is the Panthers, and I think you're going to really like this game as a sports fan, NFL fan. You're going to like this game. But I think it'll be Panthers 27-24, and whoever wins the game, you're going to really be thoroughly entertained. You're going to enjoy it.
I respect that, man.
Yeah.
I respect that. All right, y'all. So next on the docket, we have the New England Patriots, and they're at the New Orleans Saints. What you think, man? What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, if the Patriots is worth their salt,
yeah,
after beating the Bills as a signature win for Drake May, and also, you know, what is it, Scott McDaniels?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it?
Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels is back in New England calling plays offensively.
Yeah.
And obviously,
he's looking a little.
He looking like
a little old school Patriots.
He looking like, you know, he got not the second coming of Tom Brady, but he looked like he got a new toy. He got a new toy in town. So with that being said, Josh, one thing, he might not be a good head coach. He already been a head coach a couple times, but he is a good coordinator.
He's a great coordinator.
He's a great coordinator. So I'm gonna say this. I think that the Patriots, if they're worth their salt, if that win was for Will, what we saw against Buffalo, they should be able to go to New Orleans and beat them and handle and control them defensively and offensively. Now, on the other hand, I like what I saw against New Orleans. Actually, last week against Buffalo, even though Buffalo beat them down, they played good in that game. Late in that game, they didn't give up. And then the way they was able to hold them against a Giants team that was coming in with a lot of momentum after beating the Chargers, and Jackson Dart was doing his thing, and they actually jumped on top of the New Orleans Saints, 14-6, whatever it was?
Something like that.
Okay, and so then they just settled down, and they put pressure on him and caused a lot of turnovers, and they capitalized and they scored some points, got back in the game, got the lead, and they made defensive plays late in the game, and they beat the Giants after being down 14-6. That shows character building. That means that new coach Kellen Moore, he's building character. That was that, because we don't think the Saints have a whole bunch of talent other than Kamara and what Spencer Rattler is like. We're gonna see what he is. We don't know what he is, right? They got a tight end that's like, okay, it's all right. The defense is like middle of the pack. They got a few little pieces here and there. So they don't got a lot to work with. So, but he's getting the best out of those guys. So with that being said, I can see the Patriots having a letdown from that big win. That's what Vrabel's job is. Not let them have a letdown.
Right.
So that was a signature win.
Right.
But the other thing is, don't read your paper clips about how good you were. But I'm gonna say this: on paper, this is Patriots' game because they got more weapons, more pieces, and well, I'm gonna say for right now, we don't know how good Kellen Moore going to be as a head coach because this is only his 5th game as head coach. Okay, Vrabel been a coach before, so as of right now, I think Vrabel's a better coach. He win the coaching, don't you think? Advantage. So I'm gonna, much as I want to think that it could happen, they have a letdown and New Orleans win, I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots, continue with their momentum, and Drake may, with his good play, don't turn the ball over, and playing good defense. The Patriots, I'm going to say, I'm going to take the Patriots with a close one. Very close, just a field goal. They kick a field goal late in the game. I'm going to take the Patriots to win 24-21 by 3.
Okay, all right. I kind of agree with everything you said. I think the Patriots are coming off a high. That's a really, really big win. Again, national television.
Yes.
Against your divisional rival.
Yes.
It's supposed to be 10 times better than you.
Yes.
And you ain't supposed to have a chance.
Yes.
And you beat them in their house.
Yes.
So a lot of those things, like I said, build character, build team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the Saints, man, it's another case of not having enough dogs for the fight. The defense is okay. They're able to move the ball all right. But I feel like the Patriots play better defense.
Yes.
And I think that Spencer Rattler is not ready for that Patriots defense. They're going to attack him very, very viciously.
They're doing the best they can.
They're going to attack him very viciously.
They're the best they can.
In return, the Patriots are going to get the ball again and again and again, and that's going to lead to them scoring.
I agree.
So, I don't see a close game in this one at all, actually. I think the Patriots will win pretty decisively. And I'm going to pick the Patriots to win this game 28-13.
That's a 15-point win.
Yeah. They're going to win this game
that is decisively.
Decisively.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm going 24-21, you're going 28-13. Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Our last morning game on the docket, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we talked a little bit about this off camera. Pretty much, we're just waiting until Shador starts. That's pretty much what it is. If you're a Browns fan, I'm sure you feel the same way.
I know that.
That's all we're waiting for. This team, man, like I said, they got a lot of issues.
Yep.
Defense is what keeps the glue together of this team.
I love the defense.
Which they will play good.
Yeah.
They'll get a couple good stops.
Yes.
But I just think eventually the offense is not going to make enough progress, and they're going to keep giving the ball back to Aaron Rodgers, and you can't keep giving the ball back to Aaron
Mama,
Rodgers.
not go that man.
I don't care who you are.
Mama, not go that man.
You can't keep giving them the ball.
Pow, pow, pow. Aaron Rodgers, pow,
exactly.
pow.
And because of that fact, we ain't got to spend too much time on it. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will pull this one off. I like Steelers, man, 27-14.
That sounds about right. That actually sounds about right. Dylan Gabriel, he knows I have my misgivings about him because when I saw him in college, in that playoff game when he was at Oregon against Ohio State. I was very disappointed. He got hands put on him. It's still in my mind. They got a bad taste in my mouth. I'm just letting you, got a bad taste in my mouth. But he's in the pros now, whatever. And then his first start, he scored 14 points against Minnesota last week, overseas. Now he's back in the United States. Mike Tomlin has had time to sit down and talk to his defensive people and look at tape and say, this is not still a defense right now. I don't know what this was or what y'all was doing, but y'all didn't get y'all shit together and play y'all gaps and make sure we don't have no holes in the defense and get the quarterback.
Yeah.
Get the quarterback.
You gotta get it.
Okay, get the quarterback. So guess what? Mike Tomlin got a Christmas gift. He got a rookie coming to his house in his second game on the road. Yeah, he's coming. And the defense like, ooh, we hungry, and we haven't been looking good on defense, and we got a Christmas gift. Now, as Gunnar West said, the defense gonna keep the Browns in the game like they always do. They've been playing well the whole season. They're keeping the team in the game. Now, with that being said, they got to get some production from the defense. I'm sorry, from the offense. The offense got to produce, but they got a rookie, and I'm just saying, and the running back, and questionable receivers and stuff like this. Here, they're dropping the ball. So I'm just saying, they're not going to get the production that they need. And the Pittsburgh defense got something to say about this on Sunday. And then we already know that the Pittsburgh offense is in good hands with Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Pow, pow, pow. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game relatively handily because of that rookie. They're going to rough him up. They're going to rough his ass up and turn him into, force him into a few turnovers. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh to win probably 28. I'm going to say 28-16 only because they might get a couple of late field goals. I'm talking about the Browns because of that Browns defense. And the game going to be well in hand for Pittsburgh, and they're going to take their foot off their neck, and they're going to let them come and score a cheap touchdown or field goal or something. So I'll say 28-16 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, y'all. So for our first game of the afternoon docket, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh, man.
And this is like,
man.
Yeah, it's like one of them games that's hard to call, man. Like,
it is. Somebody got to win it, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, or ties.
Oh, yeah, or ties.
Yeah, or ties.
Yeah.
But anyways, you got the young Cam Ward. Me and Pops both believe in him. I think the man got talent.
Put some pieces around him. More pieces.
But this is the first year. This is going to be a process. Yeah. So the Titans will not be good overnight. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Yes.
And the same can be said by the Raiders. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't got nothing against Geno Smith, but I never thought he should have been their quarterback in the first place. And if you ask me,
it's questionable.
That's when they should have drafted Shedeur Sanders, but that's another conversation.
They could have
for another video. Could have got him in the second round.
They could have.
They missed a big opportunity, but
and that would have been interesting too.
It would have been very interesting. Yeah. But anyways, guys, like I said, it's very hard for me to call this game. Both defenses don't look that inspiring. Both offenses they play in middle of the pack. It's like they can do a little something, but I just don't see that much fireworks. Unfortunately, for you Raiders fans and you Titans fans, it's not going to be that much of an exciting of a game. But we got to pick somebody.
Yes.
And we got to give you a score. So, with that being said, I'll take the home team. I'll take the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 20 to 14.
Raiders. Kind of low, but I see why you're saying.
I don't see that many points.
I see why you're saying it.
I don't see that many
now,
points.
To me, this can be a coin toss because the Raiders been turning the ball over too much, and they've been putting too much pressure on defense. Defense getting tired, worn out, so they can't keep putting pressure like they want to, so they're tired. And also they're disappointed with offensive production, so that makes them lose and they're not enthusiastic to play defense. Now the Tennessee team is just rebuilding. They're rebuilding. They got rookies and young players. They won that game against Arizona because Arizona just fell apart.
Yeah, they did.
That's ridiculous.
Definitely they did.
Now, with that being said, Pete Carroll is a good coach. I want everybody to know in Las Vegas, the Raider Nation, you got a real coach. Don't take this personal. Don't be talking about firing coach. He's the real deal. The problem is the quarterback. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this to you. Now, I think Tennessee will play some inspired ball because they got a little momentum and a little confidence and win that game against Arizona. Arizona let them in the game, got some momentum. Okay, but on paper the Raiders are better. They just are. It's just Geno Smith ain't been playing like that. So I guarantee you, Pete Carroll has sat down with Mr. Geno Smith and let him know. So look, you keep playing like this, I'm about to bench you. I can't. You messing up my reputation. We're not gonna do this. So whatever's going on at home, you need to clean it up. Whatever's in your mind, you need to go and see a therapist. What you need to do, you need to stop that. Now you already know if there ain't nobody open, check the ball down to Gentry, throw him the ball. Okay, throw it to one of the little small receivers coming out backfield. Do not try to force the ball down the field in windows that are tight. Do not try to overthrow, unthrow people, turn the ball like you've been doing. So when you're not sure, take the ball down and just run out the pocket and pick up 5-6 yards. Don't put the ball in harm's way. This has been discussed. Trust me, when I'm saying it, it's been discussed in the film room. So with that being said, I think this is a get-right game for the Raiders. I think it's a get-right game. I think people's down on the Raiders. I was down on the Raiders too, and I am still counting down, but I know Pete Carroll. I know his pedigree. I know who he is. I know where he live and breathe. This man ain't no loser, I'm telling you now. So, and plus, he got better experience coaching than Tennessee coach. So I'm telling you, whatever he has to do, they will win this game against Tennessee. They will get it done, and they will look like the Raiders that you want them to look like. So to me, I think that he's going to run the ball with Gentry. He might touch the ball 25 times. He's going to run the ball. They're going to win, lose, or draw. His ball going to be in Gentry's hand, and then they're going to have Geno Smith throwing the ball very sparingly, here and there. He might only have 20 attempts the whole game. I'm talking about passing 20, that's it. Most of the ball is going to be on the ground. They're going to play defense, and they're going to blitz this young quarterback. Remember, Ward is still a young quarterback. He's still a rookie. They're going to blitz him and try to force him into mistakes, and so they're going to have to beat them over the top when they blitz him. So to me, I'm going to take the Raiders to win this game. They'll score a few more points than got at West End. I'm going to take the Raiders to win this game 27, I'll say 27-20. Raiders.
All right, okay. So next on our docket, ladies and gentlemen, we have, in my opinion, the most interesting game of the afternoon slot. We got the San Francisco 49ers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What you think, Big Dog?
Well, I'm still concerned about Tampa Bay. Well, I'm sorry, not Tampa Bay. I'm concerned about the 49ers injury situation. Yeah. They find a way to win with all these injuries. I think it's going to catch up to him. I don't think he can keep doing that. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But I will say this: Kyle Shanahan is like a magician, like a wizard. He working magic. I'm gonna say. I mean, what can you say about Baker Mayfield? The man is playing lights out. Even without Mike Evans. And that's his main man. But that rookie, special from Ohio State, that boy bad. I forgot how he says that. The boy from Ohio State, the rookie, the receiver, the boy.
Yeah.
I think he got a touchdown every game. He got one
touchdown every game. He does.
But anyway, they running the ball well. Baker Mayfield is like, he just make good decisions. He know when to run out of the pocket, pick up yards. He's not turning the ball over. And when he do turn the ball over, he forget about that and just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
He don't let it bother him.
Yep.
So, like you said, this is an interesting game because the 49ers are playing with house money, with all his injuries, and Kyle Shanahan is a quarterback whisperer. He is. Like the dog whisperer, he's a quarterback whisperer. It's a hard one to pick, but I think Tampa Bay is going to pull it out because they have more, they're healthier, they got good coaching too, and Baker Mayfield is basically a coach on the field. I mean, he's doing his thing. Let's just be honest. The man is doing his thing. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay to win, to beat the 49ers, give them that'll be their second loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
To beat them. I think 49ers score a few points, though. I think Tampa Bay will beat them probably 28-24. It'll probably be close. I think they'll score a few points. So 28-24.
You know what? I'm not going to lie, y'all. I pretty much see the exact same thing. I think it's going to be a very close game.
Mm-hmm.
The 49ers are definitely going to play some inspired football.
They've been doing it.
You know, with some decent defense. But like Pop
That's
said,
true, too.
those injuries are going to catch up with you, man.
They have to.
And this might be we can catch up with you.
Father time.
Because Baker, the touchdown maker, that man is for real. And next to Dak Prescott, I think he's right there for the MVP. He right there. And
I agree with that.
And I'm going to tell you, man.
I agree with that.
I'm going to tell you, Baker Mayfield plays with a certain type of chip on his shoulder that's unlike other quarterbacks, man. It's like he's constantly mad at everybody. He mad about what y'all said about him. He wasn't good enough.
Man.
He was a bust. He been on 4 different teams. He don't care about none of that.
Tough, man.
He gonna go out there and show you that he about that life.
He playing with ball.
And with my estimate, I think the Buccaneers are gonna play a really good game against a team that is good. But I think the Bucs are a little bit better.
Yes.
They're at home.
Yes.
They got the better quarterback.
Yes.
I think they got the better offense right now.
Yes.
And I'm going to go with the Buccaneers, but I'm with positive. I think it will be a close game. And I'm going to pick this game to be, I'm going to go Buccaneers 28-23.
That sounds acceptable to me.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Buccaneers 28-23.
I agree with that.
And our last game of the afternoon, Doc, y'all, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Green Bay Packers. Now, we've already discussed earlier about the injuries. The Bengals are having Joe Burrow. Now they've traded
Burrow get well fast.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he's not there.
Whatever.
He'll be over another month and a half.
Man, come on, man. Take a shot or something.
Joe Burrow, is not playing. He's out for 3 months.
Whatever's safe.
They recently traded for Joe Flacco, which I don't even.
Is he on the team right now?
He's on the team right now.
Oh.
That makes no difference.
So he might play this week.
He might.
But you don't even know the offense.
It makes no difference to me whether he plays or Browning or you're going to find somebody else. They go on to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers need to bounce back. They're coming off a bye. They need this win, okay? And I feel like the Packers are going to just play the better game. They're the better team. They're at home. There's so many things that go for the Packers, and so many things have to go wrong for the Bengals to win.
Yes.
Which I don't see that happening in Lambeau. And I'm going with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers, man. I'm gonna go Packers 31-17.
Well, there's a big spread against Cincinnati and Vegas. They're big underdogs. I think it's 14 points. That's a lot. So, because of their defense and because of pissed off Green Bay team, they probably hot as fish grease right now. And they want the NFL to know that wasn't the real us the last time you saw us play. And so now you get a soft Cincinnati team. Unless Green Bay turn the ball over, this should be a mercy killing. So to me, it ain't too much to talk about whether Flacco fan or Browning, whatever. But I know Jordan Love them mad as hell. So with that being said, let's say Green Bay take their frustrations out on them and beat them 38-19. So they win by 19. 38-19. And then 19 gonna be some cheap points later in the game. Take Green Bay 38-19, and you 19-38, so you're gonna win by 19. So I like a relatively good blowout, professional, and they're going to take their frustrations out on Cincinnati. And Cincinnati will be on the sideline looking sad late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but but it is what it is. All right, y'all. So we got. This is a very interesting game, y'all. We got Sunday Night Football on prime time. Where all the stars will shine.
Yes.
We got the Detroit Lions coming into town to play the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you think, big dog? What do you think?
I mean, you know, my first impression is I'm thinking Patrick Mahomes needs this game. He let one get away, and now they were 2-2, had dropped down 2-3, so they become 3-3. Denver won in the division.
Yeah.
You know, and then Chargers lost.
Yeah.
So there's an opening they can be tied with Denver. Well, no,
The Chargers.
They were tied with.
I mean, with Denver, yeah, you're right.
They'll be 3-2, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And they'll be 3-2.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So they needed more than Detroit. The problem is, I always said.
All right.
So another week of football, family, and fun.
Yes, sir.
And so this is week 6, and we want everybody to have fun watching the games. And we hope you enjoy the content. We want to give you something entertaining and give you something to think about. Maybe you might want to put a little money on something. It's up to you. And let's have a toast, Mr.
Week 6, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
All right.
Yes, sir. We out of here, y'all.
We out.